What it is, guys? It's your old boy, the avatar for the roughest side of death, apparently. Been working in the garage all day. Y'all know I'm a physical worker, so, or if you don't, you don't know. So I look like shit. But that's the thing, guys. I need to bring you some content. And we got our semi-weekly Super Strikes to do. Now, before I do that, I want to just say, I've heard a lot of people gripe about the Android process. Now, if you guys know, I had a little issue with the Androids last week. Minor, enormous fuck up, but we're getting back. I'm getting about 2 a week at this point, and it's literally all just doing these Super Strike events. And that's legit, just running Super Strikes and running my normal events. I'm doing friend summons so often, I almost never have friend points anymore. If I get 10, I just run a multi. And like I said, I'm running about 2 a week, so we'll have these guys built back up in no time. Hate that it's come to that, but that's the thing. Now, here's my current set. I do need to continue farming up the things to increase them, but we now have them at SA7. So by the week, we should be able to have them up to SA8. Maybe even higher. I'm going to do a lot of farming this week. Especially this weekend. This weekend we're going to do some serious grinding on the events that give us the Hercule statues. But neither here nor there, guys. Let's jump into the Super Strike event real quickly here. And one of the things I've been asked for is, like, you know, to do how-tos. And I always talk about, you know, building the team. I never really talk about how to build it and how to know what you're doing and really make an effective team. The easiest, simplest way is to just jump into what I'll go into the medal event, because that's the one that's going to give us all the limitations. So you notice I have my main fusion team. Now, with that team, I'm not going to be able to do a whole heck of a lot. But if I go down here, oh, perfect. That's Super Vegito. Let's see. Tonight is we don't want Vegeta, we want Ints. But he'll give us our, you know, you just pick your god lead. He'll give you your basis under which you need your point spread. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click this little like refresh looking button and do a remove all. Let's do character. Apparently I need to reboot because we're getting that static again. Good times. That wasn't a thing earlier. That's alright. Alright. So let's jump into it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select ints because we're running a tech system tonight. So we want our ints are all going to be the main ones. And we're going to go by cost. Now, you want to run a +3 key lead. I believe that is the... yeah, he's our +3 key lead. He is the UR Super Strike fully upgraded that we've had for a couple weeks now. So we're going to use him. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to the bottom, and I'm going to start filling this in with cheap units. If possible, remember to use... he's a free-to-play card that I just got out of the friend summon. That'll work. If possible, remember to use the super or extreme types, and the reason being is because they're going to block a little better, actually quite a bit better, than like these unupgraded units like Jocko here is just an int type, not a super int. So... whereas Trunks over here, he's a super int. In fact, Trunks is a cost of 10. I might be able to run him. Let's grab a couple more real cheap units. I want to focus on free-to-play. Now, you guys, whatever you have, you can run. Just run the cheapest thing you got. In fact, screw it. I won't even bother with free-to-play. How many points do I have left to play with? This team cost 36. That... so it tells you right here what the highest card you can play is. I'm going to go with General Blue because General Blue is going to be a darn good stunner for this team. Alrighty then. Let's see here. Got a little more to play with. What if I got rid of... no, Goldo can still stun. Those guys are going to be a little too expensive. Alright. We'll stick with that team. You see it comes up and it tells you how much you can actually play with. Now, one thing we do is we can go back here. It'll keep our team, and we can go look for... Well, I thought it would keep our team. Is it legit? Did it get rid of our team, or did it revert back to the other team? Anyway, let's look for a Buhan. No, where's Buhan? Where's Buhan? Come on, Buhan. There's gotta be a Buhan. Where is Buhan? You have a devil of a time running this without a Buhan. Sometimes finding these guys is a bitch. There he is. Alright. So we'll go back over to our other team. There's our created team. Perfect. We're not going to worry too much about items. Just bring some Senzu. That should be all you need. Maybe a key buff if you really feel that necessary, but I don't. Now, I do have the orb changing trunks, but he was unfortunately a little too expensive to run on this outing. But if you have a good orb changer, that is always a fine selection. Always. Alright. And I'm not worried about the key moves. Buhan is going to be our powerhouse. We're relying on Buhan to do all the hitting. Everyone else is a blocker. Alright. Hey, look at that. If you guys have an opportunity when you're in this, do hoard items. And I mean that legitimately. Alright, could have gotten that other Awakening Medal, but that's alright. Got a support item out of it, and we're going to jump into the event here. Alright. So everyone has 6 ki. Alright, we're going to do some damage with him. I'm going to just drop down ki for use later. That is a lot of ki. And that will be handy if when we get Buhan next turn. Not bad. And see, he's doing a pretty good job of blocking those hits. Now, if you can afford to run Android 16, I heavily recommend it. Android 16, oh, we got the stun off. That's beautiful, but I don't think we're going to need it. Buhan should absolutely destroy him. So we got General Blue's passive stun. That's handy as all hell. There we go. And that is why we pick our teams very, very well. Now, I'm sorry. The hell am I talking about? General Blue. He is technically a free-to-play player. He comes from the Dragon Ball summons that follow the World Tournament. So don't be intimidated by that. You'll have just as much an opportunity to get that as anyone else if you participate in the World Tournament coming out. The World Tournament, and I do need to talk about that too, since we did the Awakening. Know that awakening your Super Strikes requires the Bulma and Turtle medals that you get exclusively from the World Tournament. Sometimes the Baba Shop, but I see him there once like a month. Alright. Excellent. Almost too much ki, but that is a good problem to have. Real talk. Good problem to have. Alright, Buhan. Wreck face. Nice! And that's why we pick our SA-10 God Lead. Notice he is just annihilating this event. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. But we got lots of health, so we're not too worried. But that is why we focus on pulling our God lead because he does so much damage, and you always, if possible, want to pull the SA-10. If you can help it, make sure you aim for that SA-10 God lead. God leads are the +3 key plus 70% attack, defense, and health boosts. Alright. Exquisite. And now we're going to end it. And if that doesn't do it, not that gold is very good, but that certainly will finish him off, if nothing else. And yeah, I could have picked the red key on that one. I really legitimately wasn't worried about it, because this is the end right here. Good night. And that's how easy Super Strikes are, guys. Remember, run a team specifically consisting of your cheapest cards with a +3 key lead and your mono god lead. Done. Super Strike event ended in just like what, 5 turns, 6 turns? No big deal. No big deal. And even if you get supered every single turn, bring in Senzu Beans. Senzus are cheap. You can buy them literally every single day. So, that is our Super Strike video for today. If you guys have any questions, do definitely use that comments section. I'm starting to see a lot more comments, and I definitely appreciate it, guys. And I will try to respond to every comment I get. Feedback and all this stuff is wonderful, so I definitely appreciate it. Like I said, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. Don't forget the Gleam campaign. If you're new to this channel, we have a Gleam campaign going on. I do have an Android 18 figure, the Battle Pose figure, that I am giving away. I'll put the link in the description below, and I'll put the video there as well describing the actual statue itself. Completely free. I'll ship it to you. All you have to do is subscribe. Of course, if you follow my Booker or my Birdman, it'll give you even more options to win. So lots and lots of ways to win, guys. Hit that up. It's slated to end in October, but I'm going to end it early. I want to get a new statue. I want to put some more smiles on faces. So other than that, guys, anything further, hit me up on Booker, and I will lay your ass out next time. It's my jam. I hear the shit in my sleep now. It's disgusting.